Welcome to a short video on graduate admissions for Wayne State University's College of Nursing. This video is broken into 3 parts. We're going to cover the admissions process, dates, and information you'll need to provide. And we'll also cover some additional information that's helpful to know post-admission or while you're waiting for your admission status, and then how to reach out with questions. Admissions deadlines are different for each of the programs that we offer, and we have 4 main programs. We have graduate certificates, the Master of Science in Nursing, the Doctor of Nursing Practice, and the Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing. Graduate certificates, if you would like to start in the fall, have a May 15th deadline for admission, while the Winter Start has a September 1st deadline annually. The Master of Science in Nursing has a lighter deadline of August 1st for our Fall Start program. The Winter Start program has a November 15th deadline. Note that both the Doctor of Nursing Practice and the Doctor of Philosophy have only one application deadline, and they only start in the fall of each year, and that deadline is August 1st. Admissions criteria is the same for all of our programs, with some exceptions, and we'll go over those in just a moment. However, in general, all programs require at minimum a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and if earned, a Master of Science in Nursing with a minimum GPA of 3.0 or higher. You also need to have a current Michigan RN license, or at least eligibility for licensure. You need the RN license by the end of your second semester in order to progress in the program. For the PhD program, it's not necessary unless you plan to apply for graduate teaching assistantships. And if you're doing our postgraduate certificates, you do need to be APRN certified, and you'll need to be able to provide that certificate for admission. What's not required for admission is work experience, with some exceptions. You can see that 3 of our programs or specialties do have exceptions to that work requirement. Neonatal nurse practitioner specialty does require 2 years as an RN in a level 3 NICU. Both specialties of the acute and primary care pediatric nurse practitioner require 1 year RN experience. And the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner program requires 1 year RN experience in a dedicated psychiatric setting. You are not required to provide GRE scores for any of our programs. You'll need to supply with your application transcripts from all post-secondary institutions. If you've earned any degree outside of the U.S., it must be evaluated by a credentialed transcript evaluator. Even if your transcript is in English, it must be evaluated before we can make an admissions decision. Everyone needs to provide a resume or curriculum vitae with their application. You'll want to provide a personal goal statement. You'll need to check out the program-specific website with more information on the information to include in your statement. And everyone needs to provide 2 professional letters of recommendation. If you're applying for the doctoral level or Doctor of Nursing Practice, you should have at least 1 from a doctorally prepared individual. For the PhD, you'll need both of your letters to come from a doctorally prepared individual. It does not necessarily need to be a PhD, though. Examples of letter writers can include a nurse manager or clinical supervisor, or faculty from a program that you've studied in. If English is your second language, you may be required to provide proof of English proficiency. The main way in which to do this is to complete either the TOEFL or IELTS. You can see the score requirements for each test indicated here. Note that these scores are higher than those required by Wayne State's graduate school. This is because communication skills, both oral and written, are essential to being a competent and safe nurse. You may also meet the English as a second language requirement in one of 2 other ways. If you already have earned an associate, bachelor, or other graduate degree in the U.S., we are happy to waive this testing requirement. Additionally, there's a small list of countries from which you can earn degrees wholly in the English language. If you've earned a degree from one of these countries, we will consider your English proficiency met. You can find the list of all of those
countries, and institutions on our international student portion of the WSU Graduate School admissions page.
Once all of your application materials are received, they're sent to the program coordinator for review. If you meet the minimum qualifications, you'll be invited to interview. Interview invitations come via email,
so please be sure to watch your email for the opportunity.
Once you've completed the admissions interview, decisions are made within
approximately 1 to 2 weeks. You'll be notified via email from the graduate school, and then you'll have a follow-up email from our Assistant Dean of Enrollment Services welcoming you to the College of Nursing. And then your status will be updated in the applicant portal so you can see the official information.
Let's cover some additional information that's helpful to
know prior to beginning your studies at Wayne State University's College of Nursing.
Funding for graduate school is based
on the FAFSA. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. You can learn more about the FAFSA and other financial aid needs through the financial aid website. Tuition and fee information for the College of Nursing can be found at the link indicated here. That link is a very helpful calculator so that you can calculate the approximate amount of your studies at Wayne State. There are some nursing and graduate specific funding available at Wayne State University. The first of which is the Nurse Faculty Loan Program. This is where you have the opportunity to get up to 85% of your program costs forgiven. It's a HRSA program, and we can certainly answer questions about those if you reach out. The College of Nursing also has partial support scholarships, while the graduate school has scholarships and fellowships available. Each of these opportunities typically have a March 1st deadline for the following academic year, so you'll want to be sure to get your admission status in place by the time that deadline rolls around. Additional information that might be helpful is that clinical placements for all of our programs are secured by the College of Nursing. We work very hard to secure contracts and persons who are going to provide a quality experience for you. The clinical placements are one-on-one experience with an assigned nurse preceptor. We also have options for synchronous distance learning. You must reside in Michigan or some parts of Northern Ohio and live at least 60 miles from campus to be eligible. If approved, you would attend live classes via video conference, and there will be some times when you'll need to commute to campus to participate in exams or skills assessments. Please feel free to direct your graduate program admissions questions to nursinginfo@wayne.edu. You can also reach out directly to our program directors. Those directors' contact information is provided here, especially if you have curriculum-based questions or those questions related to transfer credit options. If you have questions related to admissions, please feel free to reach out to the Graduate Academic Services Officer, Chelsea Smith. Alternatively, you can also check out our other videos, including videos specific to the program for which you would like to learn more. We hope you found this video helpful and sincerely look forward to hearing from you soon.